Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily good life meditation. It's an exercise that I do every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:45 a.m. No, 4:55 a.m. on the 16th day of February 2024. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are in my book, Going Alone. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the challenges and opportunities that I met. I plan for the coming day and I prepare myself for death. But I always like to read a poem first. So let's switch to Edward Thomas real quick and read a poem of his titled Head and Bottle. Head and Bottle. The downs will lose the sun, white Elysium, lose the bees' hum. But head and bottle tilted back in the cart will never part, till I am cold as midnight, and all my hours are beeless flowers. He neither sees, nor hears, nor smells, nor thinks, but only drinks, quiet in the yard, where tree trunks do not lie more quietly. I think this is a war poem. I'm going to need to think a little more on this one and read this one again tomorrow. I confess I don't get it, although I'm pretty sure that he probably wrote this at war. Last night and yesterday. Good day yesterday, solid day of work. Man, I got a lot done yesterday. Challenges and opportunities. I took an hour and a half extra for lunch. Usually I take a half hour for lunch, so it was a 2-hour lunch because I'd worked an hour and a half late the day before. And I took it midday and I went to the beach and had a nice time. It was cold, the wind was cold, but I went in the water and I did calisthenics and had a nice time. Got a lot done after that. Came back and had a long 2-hour meeting with the team, and we documented a workflow. I'm very pleased with that, and I'll further document it today. That'll be my main objective for today. Two main objectives today. I'm getting ahead of myself, but the project status report and get the Visio diagram for that new workflow laid out. It won't be hard. 5-step process. Okay. I did fall down yesterday and hurt myself. I was walking along the beach from the 18th Street Lifeguard Tower to the pier reading my book. And so this one here. Had my nose in the book like this, walking along, when I heard a voice suddenly say, excuse me, you can't walk here. What? It turns out there was a production company from Germany filming an episode of Germany's Next Top Model right on the beach ahead of me, and the production staff was waving people away. So I made a turn and went up towards the bike path. And continuing to read as I did, I stumbled at the bike path and fell. Hurt my hand. Where did I hurt myself? Now I can't remember. Somewhere, one of my hands got hurt, and then I scratched my knees up. I took a pretty hard fall. It was amazing how it just like that, suddenly, gravity taking me down, slam on the ground. That hurt. It should have been a wake-up call. It's not often that it happens. I know I probably shouldn't read while I walk, but it's a habit. It's a pleasurable habit. It's one of the top things I enjoy in life, even though I do fall off curbs and bang into light poles once in a while. I walk slowly usually. And I missed the chance to see Germany's top model. Well, I did see them anyway. They were there right there in the cold. That was a cold shoot. Big production value. Lots of big equipment. Had a whole stage, and they had a what do you call it, scaffolding, and they had some sort of like a puppets flying in the air, and lighting, and they had like the green room set up in tents on the beach, and then a motorhome, and all kinds of trucks with film equipment. It was a big production. Came home, had a nice evening with my wife. Yumiko was in very good spirits last night, bubbling practically. And we talked about how she doesn't, I'm more giddy about what's happening in our lives. Yumiko is more subtle, as she always is, more mature. Yesterday she couldn't help but share some excitement. It was good to see. Go for it. You may go. The Good Life. 8 objectives, 36 principles. The objectives are to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time, and do the things slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. The 36 principles are war, reason, homunculus, anchorhold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, nature, pirate ride, maturity, wisdom and fortitude, social principle, public family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be borne, the Feast of Offal, distraction, agency and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the Restless Man, the Path of Wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, bullseye aim, uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun and being prepared, and the new principle called becoming who you are. But I haven't figured out just where to slot that in somewhere. Do that this weekend. I won't pull anything out today. As for today, it's Friday. Like I said, I've already told you what I'm going to do today. I'll get to it in just a minute. Am I ready to die? Are my affairs in order? Yeah. Are my relationships sound? Yes. Is my life's work complete? Yes. I can go now, any moment, without a single backwards glance. At least that's the theory. I'll stop there. I wish you all the best. Be safe.